You right there, ladies and gents, how is it going? I am out on the XSR, baby. Oh yes, she's finally out. Winter hibernation is over for this little bad girl, and yes, I'm excited. Oh yes, got a track day booked for April, so I thought it was about time I dusted this thing off, gave it a leg stretch, and worked out if I can still ride the bloody thing. Yes, today is not my first day back on it. I did go out on it the other weekend, yeah, I deleted that video by accident because I'm an idiot. So here we go again, strike two.
Keep that bike from the side down.
Magnificently, we have a little bit of time off work. I say we, when I say we, I mean me, the royal we. And I'm trying to make the most of it, although I'm being a bit rubbish. I'm not getting myself out of bed very early, so today is well into the afternoon, and yes, I need to kick myself in the backside so I don't waste my time off. Oh, 30's fun. Although this bike is very, very nice, I really don't like the switchgear on it. I thought it was kind of a nice idea when I first got the bike, that it had a push properly to turn the indicators on for a bit, or push gently for a 3 flash burst, like a little M16 or something like that. It works, but it's just a bit clunky, and it's even harder in wintry gloves. To get it to do what you want it to do. So I just go with a full-on push, and just go old school. It was fixing a problem that didn't really exist, I think, Yamaha. I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I mean, I like the 3 flash thing that you get on indicators on a car, but it's easier to work on a car, isn't it? And it just doesn't quite work properly on a motorcycle. I'm sure they could refine it a little and make it so, but yeah, currently it's a bit clunky. Like old school quick shifters were and all that sort of stuff. So dusting the bike off after its winter hibernation was a piece of cake. All I had to do was pump the tyres up, get the dirt off the bike that had fallen from the roof in my garage, which wasn't particularly nice. I'm going to have to put a cover on it next time, I guess, and give it a couple of dabs of the start button just to get some fuel into it. And yeah, fine, dandy, it all went great, swimmingly nice. So at the moment I'm still in my Rucker winter textiles, and they are so flexible and comfy. It means that I can move around reasonably well on the bike. But I do have to remember that when I do the track day, I'm going to have to be in my leathers, so I'm going to have to dust them off for a couple of spins at least beforehand, just to remember what they feel like, because they were quite stiff. They were quite stiff indeed. Obviously pretty new still, and very good quality, which means the leather's thick and takes a while to bed in. You wait your turn, mate. Thank you. Oh, we got the traffic. Dispatched. So yeah, I need to get muscle memory in my leathers as well as me, and get used to moving around the motorcycle a bit more and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to try and ride this bike as much as I can up until now on the track day. All you ladies and possibly some of you gentlemen will be pleased to know that my helmet is smelling and feeling all minty fresh right at the moment. Yes, I was chewing on a mint, I coughed, and now it is in my chin piece of my crash helmet somewhere. All I can smell is mint, but I can't taste it. Darn it, gosh darn it. Oh, I found the mint in my helmet. But I think it's stuck in one of the ridges in the chin piece. Yeah, I guess maybe I could just lick the mint from my chin piece, and maybe that will just give me beautiful fresh breath. Or a fairy tongue from licking the inside of my manky helmet. Oh, my tongue picked up. I've got a mint. At least it's not stuck to my face. The views around here are absolutely lovely when the sun's out. Really lovely. One of the things with the way this bike is built is it kind of almost encourages more old school riding style, where you sort of stay a little bit more with the bike than how modern Rossies are riding. And that's absolutely fine if you want to be more in line with the bike when you're riding. Absolutely fine. But I quite like on a sporty bike to get involved with it all and move around a bit, and yes, it would be nice to feel like I could treat this like a modern sports bike, which it is, that just has the retro look, depending on how busy it is up at the car park. We'll have a little walk around the bike. It's all pretty much standard except for an EvoTech tail tidy. And the mirrors. I don't think I've done anything else to it, to be honest. Yeah, it's just what it is. But I guess some of you haven't seen this bike. A lot of people seem to think that this bike is a kit as opposed to a stock bike, or they seem to think that the RD350 500 lookalike kit, I can't remember what company it was from, is the stock thing. Yeah, there's confusion I think on what this bike is. This is a Yamaha XSR900 GP, and it is a stock bike from Yamaha, whereas that RD350 looky-likey thing on the XSR900 is a kit, and it's quite an expensive one if you want to get it all painted up in the Mars bar paint or whatever it is. That is your choice of the era. Yes, this isn't a kit bike, and it's a lot cheaper than that one. Yeah, so with the way this bike makes you move around it, it's almost like it's overkill leaning off it, and it then doesn't really need to lean very much at all, or you don't lean off it at all to get some lean angles. And yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's probably just me. It's probably the way I'm riding it. I'm sure. I know I'm no expert, but yes, I do want to get a little bit more familiar with how it rides. I do want to get a bit more familiar with how it rides, and that's why we are going to Whiteways, or the Rikers, because that has got a very hill to climb up on the way there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to film going up there enthusiastically, because obviously it's enthusiastic. But yes, it's well worth a little leg stretch on this bike to get to that. And yes, it just gives you some nice tarmac to bend the bike over a bit with my minty fresh helmet. Right, well, it's a bit busy here to do a proper walk on the bike, so we'll find somewhere else in a minute. But yes, cracking little spin down to Whiteways Cafe. Nice. Well, that was a good little stop up at Whiteways Cafe, top of Berry Hill, and nice bacon sandwich and a cup of tea. It's not fancy food up there, but it's food. Does the job. And the brew was well needed. Right, onwards. Yeah, I didn't find anywhere up there where I wanted to show you a walk around the bike, but I might do that in a minute if we find somewhere nice. Otherwise, tough titties. Haha. This is such a beautiful part of the world, eh? Don't need to be going fast. Just enjoy the views. Going fast is fun too. While I was up at the cafe enjoying my bacon sandwich, I was doing a bit of doom scrolling on the old Instagrams, and I noticed one of my friends, Femme Farrell, I think Instagram tag is, can't remember. I'll try and put a link up above or down below or wherever it is you can do that these days, to her Instagram. But she's over in Spain, I think, doing track days on a R1, and yeah, she's got a nifty little camera set up with a Instago 3, and no, I've got an Instago 2, and I hardly ever use it, but she's managed to fit it inside her crash helmet, and that makes track day videos a little bit more engaging, doesn't it, if you've got an in-helmet jobberoonie. So I might see if it's something I can do. But every helmet's different, and I don't want to do something that impairs my vision or anything like that. But yeah, I'm going to see how she's done that, and see if that's something I can do for the April track day. That will be cool if I can. I definitely think I'm going to have to get out and about on this bike without the cameras to get some practice in, though. Yes, you just can't do it these days on camera. You get into lots of naughty step trouble. I think that's sort of one of the trouble with modern sports bikes, though. I know I was talking about this one kind of handling like an older sports bike in the way you ride it, but one of the trouble with modern ones is that they're so very, very fast, and that means that they're on the road, they're becoming less and less useful. I was speaking to Mike Pye the other day, who started up his own motorcycle review channel. He's username Kate's other half. We were having a discussion about modern sports bikes, and we had a slight difference of opinion on it, and there's nothing wrong with the difference of opinion, because that's what opinions are, they're just one person's thoughts. But yes, slight difference of opinion on what makes a good sports bike. And in my opinion, these days modern sports bikes are a little bit too blooming much, a little bit too fast, a little bit too headbangy, with 200 odd horsepower. Well, not that this has got that, but you know what I mean, the proper sports bikes and stuff. And I'd prefer to have like an A2 sports bike, or like an 80 horsepower sports bike, or something like that. But something that still handles really well, but makes use of being lighter weight and just more playful and stuff like that, and less serious. But yeah, this one here is kind of on the in-betweens of that, so it is usable, it's definitely usable, but it still gets to very fast. And yeah, sometimes I like to work for my money, if you know what I mean. Want to have to put some effort in to get some speed out of something. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but yes, I find the mega sports bikes are less and less relevant to my life these days. I really do. I'm kind of hoping, with me going around all this slow road rubbish stuff, that we'll find somewhere nice in the sunshine that's a little bit pretty, so I can get off the bike and just have a little walk around with you. Right then, so this is my Yamaha XSR900 GP. It's pretty standard. You just don't see many of them around, although on one of the groups I run there's four of us owning one of these. So yeah, that's good to see it's getting popular. But as you can see, it's pretty standard indeed. EvoTech tail tidy on it. Yeah, that's the main modification I've done, and then the other bits was swapping the mirrors out because the standard ones were a bit of an eyesore. So yeah, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, like, the white pearlescent paint is lovely, and the retro sort of Marlboro style GP bike theme is cracking too. And you know, I think it's an awesome looking motorcycle. Sorry, this place isn't ideal, it's a bit skanky to be honest, but yeah, it's out of the way. So yeah, that's the bike. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's get back on the road. I should have really recorded down in the sunshine down here, but there's loads and loads of cars here, which is even more of an eyesore than mud. Well, that's been a nice little spin on the bike. I've not got a lot else to say. We're in a 30 now, so I guess that's the fun put to bay for the rest of the day. So yeah, if you like the XSR content and want to see more, please do click that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below that that's what you're here for. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a big old thumbs up too. We like them a lot. And talking of comments, please drop down one, whatever your views are, all that sort of stuff. I'd love to hear it.